Testing, testing. Let's make it happen. What's going on, fantasy geeks? It's your Commissioner Big Leak, aka Big Meech, coming at you for my poker game here in San Antonio. Take a little bit of a break, waiting for some more players to get here, so figured I'd do the fantasy message board or whatever, the league update. Because there's a lot of shenanigans going on, man. A lot of stuff happening. So I'm not going, I can't really talk too loud right now because there's a lot of people here in the league. But as you can hear, I'm going 80s today on the playlist, the music playlist. Going a little bit of 80s. Got my man Mike McDonald, just melodious tunes he's singing. Soulful white boy, very soulful white boy. Singing What a Fool Believes, because there's a fool in this league right now. He's a medical genius when it comes to the NBA. But he's a fool when it comes to this fantasy football thing because I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe he's just a whore for the Chicago Bears, but I just got on my message on my phone that he traded Johnny Knox. No, he didn't. He traded Arian Foster and Roy Williams. I mean, okay, that's a throw-in, but for Arian Foster, he gave up Arian Foster and Roy Williams for Johnny Knox. What a fool believes. Because I don't know what this fool believes Johnny Knox is going to do. Even though I think Johnny Knox is good, you're going to give up a top 5 pick for somebody that's on the waiver wire on 80%, 90% of the country's fantasy football leagues right now. Tim Duncan is a mastermind thief right now. And all you guys that give me crap over all my trades, y'all better sound off on this, because if y'all don't say a word about this, y'all better not ever say anything about one of my trades. So, that being said, we're going to move on really quickly because I don't have much time to spend here. Try to get this done quickly. Go to the scoreboard here. Quick week 2 wrap up. Let's do it. Start off, the Philly roots. My man Jimmy Jones put the Philadelphia Boys in Blue smackdown on your boy, the eventual champions. 132.2 to 89.7. This one wasn't even close, as Ryan Fitzpatrick continued his winning ways in Buffalo with 5 second-half scoring drives en route to 31.3 points. Jamal Charles, the third pick, was injured early in the game and only gave Jimmy 2.7 points, and he still put up 132.2 points, which shows you just how strong this man's team is. He's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with, as will I, but right now, he just smacked me up as Vincent Jackson, my handcuff for Phillip Rivers, Jimmy. You know it. You beat me to him on draft day. But I'm going to pry him from your little evil clutches soon enough. But he scored 29.2 points, finding the end zone twice, and got a $172 in the air. So he definitely did the thug thizzle. And then everybody else just had, balanced scoring. But Jimmy Jones has gotten hit by the injury bug with Aaron Hernandez and Jamal Charles going down, but he still has a lot of viable pieces on his bench that he's sure to use to stay atop the league the rest of the year. Right now, he's 1-1, sitting at 500, and your boy, Leak Rose, the eventual champion, is sitting at 0-2. Got a lot of talent on the roster, but I just got to figure out the combination that works, so we'll figure that out as we go along. Moving on, we have Mr. Mojo Rising and Team Believe That traveling to San Antonio to take on Team Believe That. Well, that game already happened. Excuse me, I'm a little flustered right now. But Matt Schaub led the way for Mr. Mojo Rising as he lost to fall to a record of 1-1. Kenny Britt, again, a great draft day steal for Mr. Mojo Rising. I don't know if these guys had a bet on this game or what, because it must have been like the winner of this game gets the best player on the other guy's team. But either way, Timmy Duncan and his team believe that they rocked Tom Brady, definitely in the MVP race right now. The conversation is all about Brady, as he has almost 950 yards in 2 games, along with 8 touchdowns. This guy is the man. And Eli Manning said he's in Tom Brady's class. He's the man. My ass. But either way, Sharp Mendenhall and Ahmad Bradshaw combined score almost 25 points. Brandon Marshall found the end zone en route to 13.9 points. And the Packers defense gave 22 points to Team Believe That, as they easily cruised to the victory over Mr. Mojo starting to fall in. Mojo falling. And Team Believe That is 2-0. Got a message there. Want to stick with the 80s right now, so I fast forward the song. Don't You Want Me, Baby. We're going to move on. Game 3. We're going to recap what's going on, Dwayne. As I said, I'm at my poker friend's house, and a lot of people walking around wondering who I'm talking to. But that's a dedication your commissioner has. He's going to get this message board up anyway, by any means necessary. But anyway, the San Antonio top-notch weightlifters. Again, I swear, this guy, I mean, it must be true that God takes care of fools and babies, because C. White is never around. He missed the draft for the second year in a row, got the #1 pick and Adrian Peterson, and he has a stacked roster right now, and he's never around to manage it, man. I had to call and let him know when the draft was. Either way, Ben Roethlisberger, Adrian Peterson, Darren McFadden, and Jeremy Maclin all scored over 20 points. Antonio Gates, he started, didn't even know that the guy was having them issues with his feet again or whatever. He got a donut, and the Cowboys defense scored 21.8 points, and he still won, scoring 130 points. So this guy's blessed when it comes to the teams, but he's just too silly to even realize it. He sits at 1-1 as the Brooklyn boys fall to 0-2 as Mark Sanchez didn't get it done, scoring 19 points from the quarterback position. Got a great day from Javid Best and Ray Rice, two great running backs, but the receiving corps let him down as Mike Williams was actually playing for C. White because he scored in the negative categories. The Brooklyn boys are definitely going to have to pick it up if they expect to stay in this race as the season progresses. But I'm sure my man Derek Hostler's on the phone right now making some moves, making things happen. The Tro, our Air Force Ranger. This guy's over in a cave in Afghanistan somewhere, C. White, and he still finds time to manage his roster. And incidentally, I don't think he's in a cave somewhere. I just say that because he's in the armed forces and he's definitely taking care of us, protecting our freedoms. So I kind of hype it up with the Rambo references and things. But the Tro was Mike Vick, scoring 20.5 points. Kind of an off day for Mike, but he did get a mild concussion. He won the game. Actually, he lost the game, 109.9 to 94.7. Mike Vick didn't perform, but Matt Forte and Tim Hightower both, did well, scoring a combined 27 points. And Neil Rackers contributed with 11 points, but the Tro is going to need more help from his wide receivers if he expects to be victorious in this league. The Gridiron Gangsters, and actually I got to talk on a little bit of a sidebar here. The Gridiron Pranksters, or as I like to call them, the Scrap Metal Sissies. These guys, he wants to chirp now that he's 2-0. I see a little bit of Chris Webber happening here with my man Carlisle Peak. Cool brother, but he's showing a lot of front-running tendencies because he's 2-0 and he's rapping. But when he was losing last year, he wasn't doing so well. He was hard to find. But it's all good. I'm 0-2, and I'm standing on stage right now, just like B-Rabbit in 8 Mile when he got jumped by the free world. All 6 of you chumps. He was standing on stage saying the free world, and I'm sitting here right now with the 80s playing in the background proclaiming. The hell with the scrap metal sissies. I'm still going to win this league, and I'm definitely going to smash the Gridiron Gangsters, Sissy, Pranksters, whatever. I'm 0-2 rapping. You got to wait till you're 2-0 rapping and talking all this trash, man. This is a marathon. This is a race. As my man Denzel said, this is chess, not checkers. I don't draft a team for the first 2 weeks of the season, Carlisle. I draft a team for the long haul. And just because I'm sitting at 0-2 right now doesn't mean that I'm going to turn things around. You better recognize, bro, and respect my gangster. I'm telling you right now, bro. This is chess, not checkers. Anyway, Tony Romo injured again, but he did come back and play through hurt ribs. I played with hurt ribs before. It's not fun. It's hard to breathe, and if you get hit in them, you feel like you just got hit with a sledgehammer. But came back and football did well. Hats off to him. I still hate him. CJ2K still hasn't found the reins, and you're right, Carlisle. You got a good team, but you'll find a way to spike yourself and lose this thing. That's Cedric Benson. I think he just got suspended for 3 games or something. That may be a rumor. I don't know, but I'll follow up on that. Megatron does big things every week. 15 points. Can't stop him. Steve Smith was a draft day steal. That was a good pickup by you. But Manningham is starting to show his yellow colors as he's injured already. He's getting injured because he has to play the Eagles secondary and he doesn't want to get locked up. We'll see what happens. But Carlisle, you keep chirping. You better keep chirping, because if you lose a couple and you get quiet, I'm going to lose a lot of respect for you, brother. Anyway, moving on. Next game we're going to talk about this guy, Team Bongola. I cannot for the life of me figure this guy out, man. This is the second year in a row, not the second week in a row. second year in a row, this guy, he just drafts weird, man. He drafts like a lot of Denver Broncos or guys like Danny Amendola in the fourth round. And turns out this guy's whooping ass. He's 2-0, and I think 2 weeks in a row he has had the high score of the week. He put up a buck 50 this week. And I mean, yeah, the Jets D, you understand, at 32.2 points. Drew Brees, you understand, 32 points as well. But, you know, Percy Harvin gets him 7.4 points, and he still gets a buck 50. I mean, Fred Jackson went off. Deion Branch did his thing. Santana Moss found the end zone. It's just this guy's like, oh, he must be like omniscient or something, to see the future or something. I don't know what the hell, but he's a beast when it comes to this fantasy. He smashed my man Milo. Actually, Milo had a very good week. He put up a buck 38, which is a win on most weeks, but this week it didn't happen. He got balanced scoring from everybody, and Miles Austin did his thing with 33.3 points, finding the end zone 3 times. But the team takeover, Philly takeover, Milo Dabney, he's going to have to figure out something to do without Miles Austin, as he's going to be out for a while. So we'll see how creative Milo can get. And finally, team not them again, stayed undefeated as they busted Team Bust Your Asses ass, 131 to 111. Team Finn, you know, just got big games from Matthew Stafford, a great draft day sleeper of mine, been doing big things. Jones, Drew, and Peyton Hillis combined to score over 31 points, and Larry Fitzgerald just proves why he's one of the top 2 or 3 wide receivers in the game, with 7 receptions for 133 yards and a touchdown. And the Dolphins defense chipped in with 18 points. Finn is looking like a mastermind right now, but this is a long season, Finn, and being silent and sneaky is not going to get you to the championship, brother. I'm just telling you right now. Team Bust Your Ass got basically nothing from Rex Grossman and D'Angelo Williams. Rex Grossman did okay, 21.5 points. But he has a great receiving core, and Andre Johnson, Roddy White, and Mike Wallace, who scored almost 40 points combined. He's currently trying to trade one of those guys to upgrade at running back, which is a smart move by my man Nelson Boyce. We'll see how he does. I know I'm running low on time. Oh no, I got 3 minutes, but we'll do a quick preview of week 3, and then we will be done, fellas. I want you guys to continue to manage your teams as we move into week 3, and Team Believe That is traveling to Philly to take on the Philly Roots. Team Believe That is looking to go 3-0, and Jimmy Jones is looking to put his first loss on his record and go 2-1 to tie Team Believe That. The Gridiron Gangsters at 2-0 are taking on the Brooklyn Boys. This is the Battle of New York as the 2 homies go at it. I'm going out on a limb with my 0-2 record, saying my man Derek is going to beat you. Put your first loss on the Gridiron Gangsters or the Scrap Metal Sissies record at 2-1. The eventual champions are taking on the trade artists, Mr. Mojo Fallen, man. I don't know, one more trade like that, Will, you may get kicked out the league, bro. I love you like the play, cousin. This is fantasy football, the Dirty Dozen fantasy football, and we don't play that. We play many games, but not jacked up trade games. San Antonio top-notch wait and his never-ending absentee asses traveling to wherever Matthew Sevening is in the world to take on the Tro. Both teams sit at 1-1. And we'll see who comes out victorious in this one. Not them again in Team Brangola in the game of the week. The top 2 teams in the league are seeing each other early. Both are 2-0, and I don't know who's going to win this one as 2 powerhouses go at it. And we'll see who comes out victorious in that one. I'm going to be anxiously watching that one. And then finally, the Philly takeover. This is like we go from best to last, or best to worst, or whatever. The top 2 teams in the league, and then we're going on to the worst 2 teams in the league. And I'm not far behind that. But Philly takeover and Team Bust Your Ass. Nelson Boys do battle in New York to see who's going to get their first win of the season. You guys have been doing a great job with all the trades and the waiver wire pickups. You guys have been raping the waiver wire, doing good things there. I love the participation. Keep it up, and it'll be a fun year, all right? Hope you guys enjoyed the 80s playlist with a little bit of Fabulous in there. Sorry I missed that one, but keep managing your teams. Good luck in week 3, and your commissioner league. We'll see you next time, all right? I'm out. Peace.